Why didn't you message her privately? If it was meant to be constructive criticism, why didn't you approach her privately so she would actually be more acceptable to what you had to say? And that's a great question, so why not answer it here? Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be answering many of your questions that I've noticed on YouTube posts. Oftentimes people post amazing questions, great topics of conversation, so I'm going to be answering those questions today. Thomas Gonzalez, what's your drink of choice if and when you do? I'd love to know. Well, my favorite drink would probably be vodka mixed with Mio or any kind of low-calorie sweetener. When I'm drinking, I'm trying to get the fewest amount of calories possible. The last 4 times I went to a restaurant, they did not have any light beer. And every time I ask for light beer, they show me one that's light in color. And I'm like, no, I want it to have low carbs. They don't get it. The last restaurant I went to didn't even have Diet Pop. I mean, you're trying to go out, have a good time with your friends. You're trying to have low-calorie alternatives, and they don't even offer them up. No Diet Pop, no light beer. Like, what's going on? Can't restaurants make it easier for people to lose weight? No wonder people are gaining weight. They're going out eating foods. They don't know how many calories are in them. They're drinking alcohol and pop that's loaded in carbs, calories, sugars, and so on. And they just don't care. When I go out, I want to have a good time, and I can still have a good time with Diet Pop and light beer. Eve suggests do a video on drinking meets fitness. Drinking before a workout, after a workout, during, and how best to fit drinks in a healthy diet. Well, at first glance, I thought this was a ridiculous question. Drinking before your workout, during, after the workout? Like, what kind of workout can you have when you're drinking? And then I thought back to when I was in university. And I always made sure that I got my training cardio done before the night of drinking. And oftentimes this took place in the evening. I was busy studying, working harder than last time to get good grades. I would go to the gym, do my workout, and then after I would start doing my cardio. And while I did my cardio, I literally was drinking alcohol. I would mix my alcohol in a 2-liter Diet Pop, and while doing cardio, I would start drinking. I was fine because it does take a while for it to kick in. By the end of the cardio session, I could feel it, and then I'd go out to the party. I never had a lot of money, so I was sure to drink before going out. When I was at the bars, try not to buy any drinks, cost too much money. Stopped drinking by midnight, and then drank a lot of water after, and then the next day rarely had a hangover, rarely did it affect my training. And to this day, I tell myself, when you go out, don't party harder than last time. Party to the point that you can still get in a workout or at least do your cardio the next day. If you can't work out the next day, you can't get in your cardio, you're going too hard. It's all about moderation. So just because you work out and you want to be healthy doesn't mean you can't let loose and have a good time. But don't have such a good time that you have no time at all the next day. Mina Rita Albert, on the topic of anime, please review anime characters' training programs. One Punch Man, for example. So an anime character is literally a cartoon character. So they're getting the muscles and stuff, not from PDs, but from some artist that's drawing it. So their actual workout program isn't something they actually have to do in the real world. But let's review it anyway. So the One Punch Man does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and runs 10 kilometers every single day, 7 days a week. So you want me to review that? It's horrible. Think of it. Every single day, no days off, does the same exact workout. And what would this workout take? It would take under an hour. But think of it. You're doing 10 kilometers of running every single day. That is about the hardest thing you could do if your goal is to build muscle. So you're trying to build muscle, but you're probably running over 40 minutes straight every single day, 7 days a week. How are you going to build a lot of muscle if you do this? And what else is he doing? 100 push-ups. Well, where's the progressive overload? Why can't he do 101, 110? And 100 sit-ups, is that even hard? 100 squats with no weight, body weight squats? What's the point? You're going for a run, 10 kilometers, you're going to do 100 squats? This is going to give you a runner's build. You're not going to look jacked. You're not going to have a lot of muscle. You're going to be a runner. So what is this good for? If your goal is to run 10-kilometer runs, not bad. If your goal is to build muscle, not good. So Michelle McDaniel, my thoughts will probably offend you. She made a video talking about the lady and her husband who accused me of being sexist. They were threatening a potential lawsuit, and she made a video on it, and in which she defended my ability to critique both men and women. And within that, someone posted this. Nick writes, "I'm a big fan, just wondering, why didn't you message her privately? If it was meant to be constructive criticism, why didn't you approach her privately so she would actually be more acceptable to what you had to say?" She then went on to say she's a well-rounded person and all kinds of stuff that, I didn't take it that way, but whatever, to each their own. And so why didn't I just write her privately? And that's a great question, so why not answer it here? Well, Grace Diallo says she did it publicly, so he calls her out publicly. That's it. So think of it. When you write something in public, it's for everyone to see. People can comment on it, positive or negative, or be neutral and partial. So what I did is I critiqued the information. It's out in the public. People can learn from it or not learn from it. They can do whatever. So I can, of course, make a critique saying, I disagree with this and here's why. Angel Fire 532 says, he doesn't make dollars messaging her privately. Well, and that's another good point. I have a YouTube channel calling out the bull. I call out the crap. And when I see something that doesn't logically make sense, the person's trying to profit by giving out misinformation, I call that more spews for more views. Telling you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. So I literally make a living calling out people that are doing this. Kind of like the internet police of misinformation. So when I do that to someone, they have every right to make a response to say, actually, Greg, this is actually true. You're wrong because of this. But what she did was she did an ad hominem attack critiquing me, my past, and what I did, saying I'm sexist. So that is not how you handle the situation. What would have happened had I had a messenger in private? Probably nothing. Probably said, go away, Coach Greg. Would she even know who Coach Greg was? No. Why would she know who I am? If she knew who I am, she wouldn't have made that stupid post in the first place. Do you know just how much misinformation is on the internet? Do you think I have the time to write everyone in private and say, hey, it's Coach Greg. I just noticed that you're spewing nonsense. You need to take that post down. I'm messaging you in private because I don't want to publicly post it. You think they're going to say, oh, goodness gracious, Coach Greg, thanks, I'm deleting it right now, even though they actually think it's true. No, they're going to ignore it or say, go away, or you're a hater, or bye. That's what they're going to do. Do you think I would have gotten to 1 million followers from day one, writing people in private saying, I'm an IFBB pro bodybuilder, and I have a master's in kinesiology, and you're wrong, take your post down. Be like, oh, look at this steroid freaking loser, picks things up, puts them down. I'm not listening to you. So do you really think writing people in private would make any difference? Of course not. I have over 1 million followers. Think of it. If I take 10 minutes out of my day to write each person, I could write 6 people per hour. I'm going to sit there full time and write people private messages saying, you're providing misinformation. I want to clarify that you're being an idiot. No, just think about it. Use your head. Or I can make a video, 100,000 people. I can say, you can't just eat as much crap as you want and lose weight if you eat after noon and you drink a lot of water. It doesn't work like that. You can't just go on a keto diet, eat as many calories as you want and lose weight. Nope, sorry. Seiko, you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. I need to say that in a video. I can't privately write 1 million people and say, you're a moron, Seiko. No, so think logically. Before writing a comment, think about it. Does it make sense what you're saying? Jesse Sisto, you hit the nail on the head. If he did it privately, it would have remained private and then the information would not have gotten corrected. Which was the whole point. Thank you, CL. Gord C. The thing is, she shouldn't post misinformation publicly if she doesn't want it debunked publicly. I think she knows what she's doing and doesn't need to be coddled out of lying to people. These kinds of business entities love to evoke feminism to mislead and exploit their clients. So there you have it. if you're going to post something publicly where people can all see it, be prepared to defend what you're posting publicly. If she wrote it to me in private and said, hey, Coach Greg, do you think I should post this? This is what I'm thinking of posting. If I have the time to read it, be like, no, you shouldn't. It's wrong. So before you say I should message them privately, tell them to message me privately. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IB Pro. Watch the bloop, the one on the bottom, then the top. Be sure to watch both. Buy my freaking cookbook. Get my coaching plans. You know you want them. And until next time, I am out. So an anime character is literally a cartoon character.